Welcome back to Destination Playdate. I am your host, Attack Slug. This is Season 1, Week 3, Game 1. It is Pick, Pack, Pup. And when I think monochrome handhelds, I think puzzle games. Let us start in the chill mode and explain how this one works. So at its core, this is a match 3 puzzle game about shipping packages. Now you can match more than 3, but generally it will be 3 to get 1 complete package. I am the little hand symbol here, and you can see I have t-shirts, light bulbs, and TVs on this screen. So in chill mode, your goal is to match as many as you can and then ship them all out. So, for example, this t-shirt down to the corner, this t-shirt down to the corner. We now have 2 packages. Anytime you have packages and you click the A button on the package, it will ship all of the packages. So you don't want to do that just yet because you want to get as many as possible here in the chill mode. So generally it is move around, and sometimes you can definitely have things get screwed up by not paying enough attention to what you're doing. Like right here, if I move this bulb to right here, I would block off this shirt right here. So let's go do that. Let's go do that. And then take this bulb down in, well, hold on, playa. Put this up here, and then take the bulb down here, and then move this controller, and that's kind of what we can do here, and then finally ship all of the packages. That is kind of the general gameplay loop, but of course it gets more complicated than that. You can do more than 3. That was 5, but you know, it's one of those match 3 type deals, and generally it's pretty well done so far from what I've played in about a half an hour-ish or so this morning on week 3. So, chill mode takes your average for your last 10 rounds, and that calculates your high score on that. And it does keep a high score for every mode you play in this game. So, let's back out here, and it has a story mode. I'm currently on level 9. They add different variables to challenge you in this story mode. And you get orders from your bosses at, not Amazon, but Fetch. So Fetch giving you plenty of opportunities to enjoy culture. Read any of the books in that warehouse. Just make sure, pack them and ship them when you are done. And watch for time, because at the bottom, we're going to trash every 20 seconds. Enjoy reading and packing. So, at the bottom here, there's a timer and a clock. Match these books, because when that hits 0, it's going to clear the bottom row. And you want to have any packages there shipped, because otherwise you will lose that potential score, and you don't want that to happen. So it's all about getting your maximum amount of matches in the time frame you are given and not getting judged on your score harshly, because it will do so if you continue to screw things up and not match them in an expedient fashion. So sometimes you'll get the auto drop and it'll match fine. But again, you want to make sure your bottom stuff is shipped out before it actually comes to pass. So 1, right at the 1 marker, we got 1. In the bar at the top there is our score, and that will fill. And once that bar fills, then we get to the next stage or the next part of this story mode. But yes, it is a nice little puzzle game with a variety of modes, and so far I am enjoying it quite a bit. I love this kind of thing. I certainly played my fair share of Tetris on the original Game Boy a lot. So having a just pick up and play puzzle game that I can just get into at any given time on the Playdate is phenomenal. Love it. So let's get this stage, ship them out, complete. Don't leave any that you could possibly ship. Oh, come on, man. That one just kind of screwed me, didn't it? That's gonna happen though. So it's about being just the fastest possible matching to get through these stages. And the auto ones, just ship them out. Like, obviously you get a better combo in regular play when you wait to ship out all of these things. But in this mode, it's just, hey man, get them going and fill that meter and finish that stage with these books. And yeah, we're losing money there on every one of those at the bottom, but that's kind of unavoidable with how things are structured. So yes, it takes some planning to hit the 4s and the 5s with the shipping. It takes a little bit of planning to make that happen reliably. And that should be a good dog, a good boy. So, package complete. A good warehouse is well organized. The secret is where to pack a box. Don't do one in the middle, blocking your moves. So this challenge is pack boxes around the edge of the area. Take as long as you need. There is no time constraint in this stage. So you can see at the bottom there, under the money, there is a challenge bar, and that is saying, hey man, do it on the edges. And doing it on the edges will complete the challenge. So make sure to not do them where you are on the middle. So you see how the bar is changing depending on where things are, and sometimes you can't avoid where things are because that's just how things crumble as the game progresses. So you want all on the edges to get this thing complete, and man, that's gonna be tricky. But again, that is the story mode, so you have a variety of goals to accomplish here in story mode, and I think it's pretty neat. But we need all edges, and that's just not gonna happen. So meanwhile, let's back out here. So it says all around the edge of the board. That is a challenge, and I love a good puzzle game challenge. But in between every handful of stages, you get a comic to read. And in that comic to read, you use the crank to get through the story. And that's pretty neat here as we join the Fetch team to deliver and get right to work. And that actually, when you finish it normally, it says, hey man, dock the crank, because we have some games to play with the D-pad. So, otherwise, we have Infinity Mode, which is play as long as you want. There is no game over. Just go for the highest possible score. And yes, there is that bottom trash penalty. But I think more interestingly, we have the Danger Zone. Danger Zone. So, this means make sure there are no bombs on the bottom when the trash gets collected. And they will get things much, much more complicated than just bombs. There's bombs, there's TNT, there's dynamite, and keeping track of all that and not having it on the bottom to explode while you're still trying to make all of the other puzzle matching stuff happen does get quite complicated as it ramps up in difficulty, and I really enjoy the danger mode, because man, you gotta keep track of a lot of things at a certain point, and you don't want anything explosive on the bottom of your screen, so managing that while also trying to get a high score is quite tricky. So you're still gonna lose money here if you don't actually ship things out fast enough, otherwise you're gonna lose that cash. But also bombs must match with bombs and get shipped out. So just the variety of variables here I find quite enjoyable. Also, I appreciate the Danger Zone name. It's pretty good. So, beyond that, we also have a time attack, where you get 2 minutes. You only have 2 minutes for this TP, controllers, and the diamond rings to get the highest score you can possibly muster in that 2 minutes. Now, it does keep track of all your different leaderboards and high scores, but right now, there is no kind of online comparison for those numbers. But it's just beating your own personal high score, which again, I did back in the day on Tetris a whole lot. Like, how far could you get in that original Game Boy Tetris with the time you're given as it gets faster and faster and faster? It's a thing I did a great deal in my younger days with my original Game Boy. But you get the idea here, right? So I will show you here over on the score board, which is right here, stats and high scores. So story, infinity, chill, danger, time attack, boxes shipped, biggest shipment. Those are your stats and your high scores for your own personal deal. And over here in settings, we have music and sound effects and a custom item list for default and for custom. So, okay, cool. And also, hey man, reset. So, in any event, that is Pick, Pack, Pup on the Playdate, part of week 3. I'm going to play a lot more of this because I love me a good puzzle game portably. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. Get to cranking, subscribe, like, all that nonsense. I'll see you next time right here for more videos, and I'm out.